my name is Gabe Zollner. I just read an interesting article on Western Center for Journalism, and it's titled, Obama, Boy Scouts Should Expose Homosexuals to Opportunities. That's interesting. Now, what Obama says is that he thinks the Boy Scouts of America should admit homosexuals to expose them to opportunities and leadership. Well, at the same time, there's a whole lot of conservative groups that tend not to agree, and there's a whole lot of Americans that tend not to agree, and let me tell you why. I agree that the homosexuals that are young men or lesbians that are young women, they shouldn't be denied the pleasures and the learning skills that Boy Scouts and Girl Guides, I guess, are exposed to. However, they should become part of organizations that are comprised of their own kind. And the reason that is that you can't integrate these successfully. These two groups cannot be integrated successfully. Now, people that are homosexuals or are lesbians, in certain cases, are born that way, you know? It isn't by their own choice. But in many other situations, they were taken advantage of at a very young age, and they were introduced to that kind of lifestyle, not by their choice. And over time, they themselves have become either homosexual men or lesbian women. And when you try to integrate these two factions, again, it doesn't work. There's no way that it can work. And I agree that these young men and young women shouldn't be denied the experiences that Boy Scouts have to offer. And that's why I said what I did earlier in another video, or other videos that I made. And what I've suggested is that organizations should spring up for those individuals. Because you know what? I hate to say it, you might disagree, but they're different. They're different. And I'm not saying their likes are wrong, they're just different. And to expect the Boy Scouts of America that have had their beliefs ingrained for over 100 years to change those due to financial blackmail, which is what it really is wrong. And, you know, the reality is that if they cave in and they admit homosexuals within their organizations, the organizations will disintegrate. Yeah. They'll have a lot of money, but they won't have any participants. Anyway, we'll see what happens. You know, right now, the key members of the organization are meeting in Texas for a 3-day convention. We'll see what comes of it. We're all entitled to opinions, and I hope I'm not offending anybody by expressing my opinion. Again, I don't have any issues with homosexuals or with lesbians. But to integrate them into the existing structures makes no sense. It can't be done. And if it's tried to be done, it'll disintegrate.